there. Welcome to another episode of Dunn and Dunn. I'm Marcus Dash here with fucking tight end extraordinaire, Jason, my man Dunn. JD, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? How's it going? Doing all right? Chiefs went ahead to pull that victory out, so we're looking for another one. Looking for another one coming in this week.
That's actually. I'm just noticing that hat. That's actually really nice. That's a nice looking
Ooh,
hat.
it's clean, ain't it? It's like it's nice. Boy, I see this thing, and I was like, I got to get this one. This is a nice hat right here. You know, I love my hats, man. I'm a hat guy, so I got tons of hats, hundreds of them. So,
yeah. Well, I noticed you always have you're always sporting a new hat when you come on the show. So I love it. Is that new? You just get that?
This is new. Just got in today. So I was just like, I didn't know what hat I was going to wear. And I'm just like, I always wear, my gray was kind of a new one. I got another one I put on. And this is one of the two that I ordered. This came in. And this sucker is clean. It is. It's clean.
Yeah. So for before we get into the done and done aspect of things, we want to let you know to subscribe to Chief Concerns channel. We have a really special show for you this week. JD and I sit down with Darian Kennard, Chiefs rookie offensive tackle, and he tells us everything that you're going to want to know, all the nuggets and stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And it's just a great conversation between between JD and Kennard. Any little nuggets you want the Done viewers to know about it?
Man, it was a wonderful interview. Great insight on all the things as far as, offensive line, just his progression. How he was looking at the game and whatnot. So I think it's, people really enjoy this segment. It's a really great interview, like I said before. Great character guy. He's a guy that brings his hard hat and lunch pail to work, and he's there to get better. And so you go and check his thing out. Like and subscribe. It's a good thing, man. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so we got our player you're concerned with, players you're not concerned with, based on what we saw from last week. You ready to get after it?
Let's go, man. Let's get it.
All right. So based on what we saw against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday night, what is one player or position group you are concerned with going into Week 10 against the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh, what am I concerned with? I don't know necessarily, not always. Like I said, the whole concern of one player, one person. But I'm not necessarily concerned so much about, I'll say our offensive line. Okay. And I know we've kind of gotten away from the running game. And, Patrick threw the ball 68 times last week. There was a lot of things as far as in the pass protection that seemed like it could have suffered. But, I think it was a product of, all the passing that we did. And so I'm not necessarily concerned about the offensive tackles or offensive line in itself. I think we're going to get this thing going. I think this would be a great game to get your running game going, get back on track with what you want to do as far as running the football, being effective with running the football. And so if you do that and you get these guys going, whether CH, Pacheco, or McKinnon, shoot, I don't even know. We've been asked for Rojo. We've been talking about free Rojo here. So I'm going to say it right now, free Rojo. Shoot, why not? Why not bring him in this week? Hey, so it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Because the guy right now is collecting dust on the bench, not dressing. And I think that we should have a guy like that out there right now. That's where I'm at. So, but I don't really have any, as far as any concerns with the offensive line. I think, we're doing a stellar job up front. Of course, there's going to be some things, guys low and, maybe focus or, things don't quite look all right. That's part of football. These things happen. But I think they're going to get back on track. After talking with Darian tonight, maybe feel a lot better about the offensive line. They got a great understanding about and awareness, about how that unit operates. So no concern about those guys.
So that was a group that you're not concerned with?
That's a group I'm not concerned. I'm sorry.
Oh,
not concerned about those guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. All right. So the other side of things then, what is a player or position group you are concerned with going into Week 10 after what you saw last week?
Group that I'm concerned about, man. You know what? They got a guy back there that toasts their rock. At the end, he does it. And so I've been talking about the D line. Chris does a great job. Kalafis has started to come out a little bit. Carlos is doing a good job. Saunders look pretty good. I still think we need a little bit of more beef up front of another guy, defensive tackle, to come in and start playing stellar. Saunders is doing a decent job. Like I said, I like his game. He's been very impressive over these past few weeks. But this week we talking about Shelton. Maybe we get this guy, maybe bring him in. I don't know. I don't know what we do, but hopefully these guys hold up. I'm behind them 100%. Okay. And the secondary don't have to turn down tackles like they did last week against Derrick Henry. I seen a couple guys making business decisions on hitting Derrick Henry up top, and you don't have to do it. So I think this week, you let Bolton run around and Gay run around, start making some plays. Secondary come up here and cover, and you come down and make some hits for my safeties. I think we're going to be all right. But right now, there might just be a little bit of concern about the same thing, the defensive tackle just holding up. If we could do that, get some penetration, push these guys back a little bit, I think we're going to be all right. But we got to let our linebackers run. We got to let them make plays. We got to let Bolton do what he does best, and that be a tackle machine. You keep these offensive linemen off of him, he's going to have a great game. So these guys up front, do your job. We know Chris is going to do his job. All these other guys around him, hey, let's get busy.
Yeah. So hopefully a continuation of what we saw in the second half on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that was Bolton's. I know we talked about it on Chief Concerns, but a couple of weeks ago, someone was saying, Bolton's regressed. He's had an amazing season so far, but this past weekend, I think it was one of his worst games of the year based on solo tackles that he had. I think he only had maybe one or two on Sunday. So hopefully he gets back on track with the solo tackles. I have him as an individual defensive player in fantasy, so I'm hoping for some more tackles.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So now it's time for the Done and Done segment where JD will go off on something he feels needs to be talked about. My favorite part of the week is hearing JD spout off on his topic that he wants to talk about. So JD, what is grinding your gears on this week?
Oh man, what is grinding my gears this week? Okay, man, there's been a couple of things out here that people have been talking about, about the development of Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney coming in, Patrick, throwing 6 to 8 times. We're putting too much on his shoulders. Listen, I'm just going to be honest with you. The Chiefs' offense is not your typical offense. It's not. We understood this. And so it's not saying we're diminishing Sky Moore in itself, and he's not developing like he should. We just got a weapon in Kadarius Toney to come in to help. Okay. We added on to an already good offense. And Kadarius Toney is a great piece coming in, and I love it. What is there not to like about a guy like that coming in? And so he comes in, he has a skill set that can go hit his head on the goalpost at any time, at any point in the game, he gets the ball in his hands. I hope we do a lot of that. I'm going to tell you, I hope we do a whole lot of that. I love to see what this guy can do. Okay? It's going to bode well for us. We're going to benefit having a guy like that here. All of that is good. Now, with that, Patrick, I don't like putting everything on his shoulders like we quite, did last week. I think we need to run the football a little bit more. I'm going to stay on that vein of everything. I'm sorry. That's the camp I'm in. I'm a guy that I love blocking. I love scoring with my guy in the end zone. If we need to get an inch, we need to get 3 feet, I'm going to win the battle. I know the guys up front feel the same way. And so we got to do a much better job of just going in and hitting guys in the mouth. And I hope we get back to that. But what's kind of grinding my gears is we're not giving, the offensive line a little bit of grace. I mean, it's difficult sitting back there on the island. Hello. 6 to 8 times against some of the premier pass rushers. They got Josh Allen on the other side. These jokers are going to be coming this week. We know that. And so what slows the pass rush down? Running the football, running at these guys, hit them in the mouth, hit them in the ribs, hit them all along their thigh, hit them everywhere. Wherever you can hit them, okay? So we got the big guy, PM15, all right? We got to keep him upright. We got to keep his jersey clean. We do not want him getting hit. We don't. We just don't want that, okay? So, yeah, he got the ability to throw the football, X amount of times. His arm will never get tired. But we can't put him in that position. So, guys, on my gears, please let's not do another 68 times or, 2 from being the record. I don't like that unless it's necessary, unless we're just behind. There's no reason to doing that. We got backs. We got talented backs. We got some guys in the back here who are hungry, who are ready to run the football. CEH, Pacheco, McKinnon, Rojo, free Rojo. I done said this. Hey, let's run the football a little bit, folks. How about that? Let's just line up, run some traps, some powers. Zone is good. Run the football. Run the football. Last week was the first time I think I ever seen Burton get stopped. I'd never seen that before. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. But when he comes in the game, what are we going to do? We're going to do that little, the little dive, fullback dive. Love it. Got to bring something else out. So that's what's rounding my gears a little bit. That's all. We can't put, 15 in precarious position. I don't like it. Got guys around him we could give the ball else to. Let's do that. Okay. Whatever it is, we're going to get it right. Andy, BNM and those guys, they're going to get it together. I know that. Not worried about that at all. Jaguars is coming in. They're a hungry team. We got something for them. Hey, we helping them out. We get them out of hurricane for this week. Okay. That's their benefit. Get them out of hurricane. We're going to send them packing when they get back home. All right. But right now, that's the only thing that grinds my gears. Let's give the offensive line a little bit grace under the context of things. We need to understand what these things are. Okay. So we'll stick with that and we'll be there. Okay. And that's where I'm at. And I'm done.
All right. More on the passing attempts. So as you said, Mahomes 68 passing attempts, second all time. Number 1 all time is 94. Drew Bledsoe. The Patriots actually, I thought they got dominated. I thought it was more of a playing catch up kind of game, but they won in overtime. So that game went to overtime as well. Patriots won 26-20 over the Vikings. Bledsoe went 45 of 70 for 426 yards, 3 touchdowns. Looking at the running game, this is interesting. These are 2 names I don't know. You probably know who these guys are. Marion Butts was their running back.
Oh yeah, Marion Butts. Okay.
He had 6 carries, 26 yards, about 4 yards a carry. Leroy Thompson was his backup, I believe. 4 carries, 13 yards. And then Bledsoe 2 carries, 3 yards. So I mean, they had a pretty dismal game running the ball.
Yeah.
So they resorted to 70 passing attempts, kind of like what we did.
Yeah, man, that's bad business. When you had to get to that point, it's bad business. I still think you go back to the drawing board. You got to keep trying it. You got to. Okay. So let's be good. Let's be good this week. Okay. Let's go back, reestablish the run, get these guys coming off the football, hit some guys in the mouth. Okay. Let's start with this week. How about we do that? Reestablish the run. Let's start this week.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you, JD. I'm with you. But that does it for us. We hope you enjoyed our episode. And for more of Chief Concerns and to hear the full interview with Chiefs rookie offensive tackle, Darren Kennard, go to Chief Concerns on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, and you get all the goodies that we got to offer you guys. So we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.